Okay, number 5, 141, Fund 141 schools. Commissioner Dacus, would you walk us through this one, please?
The Education Committee went over these just a little while ago. And Mr. Harvell gave us a detailed explanation of each one of them. And I move that we pass them. There's no fund in either change fund balance. I move we pass them.
All right, we've got a motion from Commissioner Dacus to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Reeves. Okay. Any questions? Not, we'll roll call. Dacus?
Yes.
Farley?
Yes.
Lillard? Lillard?
Yes.
Logan?
Yes.
Oglesby?
Yes.
Reeves?
Yes.
Rice?
yes,
And Seals.
Yes.
All right, motion passed. Next one is Fund 142 with the schools. Commissioner Dacus.
We had the same explanation of all these. All of them, they're bringing grant money in and dispersing them. And the Education Committee approved it, and I make a motion we approve it.
All right, Commissioner Dacus has made a motion that we approve this. I need a second.
Rice seconds,
Commissioner Rice has made the second. Any questions? If not, we'll have a roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
yes,
and Seals.
Yes.
Okay, our next one is, give me just a minute here. Okay, here we go. Number 7, Budget Amendment Fund 171, miscellaneous cleanup. Looks like we are spending money under the Sheriff's Department for motor vehicles of $28,000. And also motor vehicles, $10,000 under fire prevention and control. That comes out of this Capital Projects Fund 171. It'll reduce the fund balance by, I lost it, $38,606. This didn't go through any committees. Anybody want to make a motion we approve this?
Real quick before you get on to that, Charles, are you online tonight?
Yes, I am.
Can you sort of give me a couple of ideas of the two things we're purchasing with those?
Which one again?
We're in 171 with the
The 171.
Sheriff's Department and the fire.
If that one is the 171 cleanup, we're just covering some shifting stuff around to cover stuff we've already spent. So I think the sheriff's office was the vehicles that we had originally in the budget, and a little bit of the equipment was a little bit more than we thought it was going to be. And then the fire equipment, let's pull up the thing so I'm not just going to remember, but I think it's cleanup, if that's the cleanup amendment.
Yeah, it's about $10,009 on the fire, $28,597 on the sheriff. So that's.
I think we'd already approved doing it. This is just putting it on the books. Is that correct? Had we already approved the motor vehicle for the sheriff's department? Charles?
As part of the original budget, yes. The equipment and everything with them was a little bit more than we had in the budget. So it's on there to cover and clean up what was purchased.
Okay. Any other questions from anybody?
I move it be approved.
All right, Commissioner Oglesby made a motion. We approve this budget amendment. I need a second.
Second.
I hear several, but I see Commissioner Farley, so I'll take his second. We'll have a roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Seals.
Yes.
Motion passed. Number 8. All right, well, this is excess sales tax receipts resolution. It's a correction. What was different than what we already approved, Mayor?
The monies that we put in the line, I mean, basically the budgets was fine. The resolution itself referred to about $630,000 or $40,000 as a cap. It's supposed to be $577,775. That's the only difference. And I was fixing to take Ms. Parker, so let her have it and notice that it was incorrect. So I need to run it back to her again.
Okay, and we approved this at the last commission meeting. It just had different figures in it.
Exactly.
Actually, it's less money.
Right. Yeah, and what that does, that caps it at Public Works. So once they hit the cap on the sales tax that they have to have for the 5-year average, then it shifts back to 101. So with that, they capture in the general fund.
Okay, this went through Development Committee. Commissioner Farley?
Yes, sir. I make a motion that we approve it. It was approved unanimously by Development Committee.
Okay,
Reeves, second.
Commissioner Reeves made the second. Roll call, Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard, Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Ray Seal.
Yes.
Motion passed. All right, now we've got a reappraisal plan. Who wants to, Mayor, you gonna walk us through this one?
Yes, sir. This year, we're in the end cycle of our reappraisal for the county. Cards will be going out sometime this summer, I believe, if not before, on the value of the county. And we've got to re-adopt a plan to moving forward. We currently are using a 4-year cycle. You can do a 4, 5, or 6. And if you remember, for years, we were on a 6-year plan. We were getting some help from the state. But because of the way the county's grown and the staff reduction in the state, that really doesn't make sense. And plus, having a 4-year plan allows the values to be more accurate. Mr. Ward talked this over with his staff and the state, and he's recommended that we continue with the same plan we have. And I'm bringing it to you with his recommendation.
Okay, Commissioner Farley, this came through your committee. Did y'all approve this?
Yes, sir. It was approved unanimously by the Development Committee, and I bring it to the Budget Committee as in the form of a motion.
All right, I've got the motion. I need a second.
Oglesby seconds.
It's second by Commissioner Oglesby. Any questions? If not, I'm sorry, go ahead.
One question. This is the exact same thing we've been doing.
Yes, sir.
No change.
No change.
Okay.
Any more? All right, we have a motion and a second. I'm on roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard, Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Seals.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. All right, we have proposal for fire apparatus on 158. This came through Criminal Justice and Public Safety. Commissioner Rice, will you walk us through this one?
I'll try. This is a proposal for 4 pumpers and 2 tankers, I believe. And there are advantages to buying all of these items at the same time, various discounts that would we would be eligible for if we do that. And this will really bring our fire safety equipment into great shape. Our committee recommended approval of this, and I move approval in the budget committee.
Okay, we have a motion from Commissioner Rice to approve this. It's not actually a budget amendment yet, is it?
Oh, sir.
It's
What,
a proposal. I think the mayor can explain it better than I can.
by agreeing to this, we're agreeing to make, one, make the purchase, two, to continue with the funding with the 1.8 million to, as we refinance our debt, to incorporate that into it. Really those two things.
Yeah, because we approved the refinancing and we did not approve this. So if we approve this tonight, that's what you were asking for, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Commissioner Rice's committee has approved it, and she has made a motion to approve it. So I need a second.
Oglesby seconds.
Commissioner Oglesby has seconded this motion.
I'd like to refresh everybody's memory, and Skip, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to save $3 million and we're still going to net 1.2 million out of those savings by going ahead with this purchase.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any other comments or questions?
Question, what did we talk about in the budget process, or how many we were thinking about buying? We've been talking about the number of fire trucks in the past. What was that number?
There was a 5-year plan, 2 pieces each year, I think, and Chief, I don't know if the Chief's here or not, but Ms. Seals was out there. I think it was a pumper, 2 pumpers the first couple of years, first 2 years, and then the last 3 years, a pumper and a tanker each, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. It was 8 pumpers and 2 tankers total for the 10 years. It was 2 a year for 5 years to replace all the equipment of our 21-year-old fleet.
And we've already done 4 pieces of that already.
Okay, any other questions?
So this is in addition to what we planned on in the budget?
No,
Or
this
what?
finishes it. This basically takes a 5-year plan and makes maybe a 3-year plan out of it, and we get it
Okay,
done.
I got you. It. We recognize, I mean, we were gonna do this anyway, but it's over a longer period of time. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you.
Good question. Anyone else got any questions about this? Commissioner Rice and Commissioner Oglesby has made the motion and the second, so I'm gonna have a roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Seals.
Yes.
Well, the motion passed. Okay, redistricting committee. I don't have anything on that, Mayor. I'm saying brought to the table. Bring it out to us.
Yes, sir. Let me refresh you what I'm talking about. We're in the last year of in the census. They just completed it sometime this year. Originally it was going to be July, then they backed it up to September, maybe October when we get the data. And this year we have to redefine all the county commission district lines, and we have to redefine all the school board district lines. What we set up last month was a committee of 5 to make a recommendation to bring to the county commission to discuss it, take it back, refine it, and go through a process like that so we can get it approved. Depending on when we have, if we have primaries or something, we may have to have this in place as early as November sometime. So we're going to be working on a short time frame. This is something what I was trying to do is get some folks on the committee that I thought were knowledgeable about the county, who would see both sides if there was a question. I'm trying to take as much politics out of this as possible. This is a very political argument, whatnot, so that's going to be sort of tough. But what I would like to do is ask Commissioner Sherman, and I've asked him, Mr. Vip Lewis, to serve on it. I've reached out to a school board member and waiting to hear back to whether they would accept. If you remember, the committee would be 5 folks, myself, Josh Tapp, election administrator, 1 county commissioner, 1 school board member, and an outside person. So Mr. Bip Lewis would serve as the outside person. And if Mr. German will serve, or Commissioner German would serve, he'd be the county commissioner. And I think the school board member is still sort of mulling it over. But if I should have an answer from that individual in the next day or so, definitely by the time county commission gets here and that doesn't pan out, I'll reach out to someone else.
How many times do you think they will meet, Mayor?
I could see and this may be, there'll be a lot of legwork done with CTAS because they're the ones going to help with it early on. I could see the committee meeting 4 or 5 times relatively quickly. If we can pull this together, it may be less than that. It all depends on how much the county changes. We've got to take every county commission district and then equalize those people, the actual citizens, not the voters, but the citizens in each district. So the difference from the top to the bottom is no more than 10%. And sometimes going through the last couple of ones, sometimes when you squeeze a little bit on the east side of the county, it rotates all the way around the other side of the county. So you've got to make an adjustment over there. So it's sort of it's like squeezing a balloon. You squeeze tight someplace else expands. So it's a little bit of that, but the software has gotten very intuitive in the last little while. A lot of this may be done for us, relatively for us, so we just have to make some decisions. And then Mr. Tapp's going to be there to make sure that wherever we draw the lines, that we have places inside the district to have the election, because that's something that he needs to have happen.
The full commission would still have to approve anything this committee did. Is that correct? They still have the final say?
Most definitely, yes. And the school and the county commission will decide both issues, the school board and the county commission line.
Any other questions of the mayor?
What do you need from us?
Recommendation to move forward.
Okay. I'll make a motion, we move forward.
All right, Commissioner Reeves has made a recommendation. We allow the mayor to move forward with this committee. Need a second?
Second, Farley.
I heard someone else too. Who was it?
Commissioner Logan.
Logan, okay. Commissioner Logan is second this motion. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
Seals.
Yes.
Motion passed. The mayor sent out an email late this evening. I really hadn't looked at it, but I know what it's for. And I think we discussed this in the Health and Welfare Committee also. It's about buying these cots for the ambulances. Mayor, you want to tell us the rest of the committee exactly what this is about?
Yes, sir. You may not have gotten it. I can throw this on the screen if somebody wants me to. It's pretty simple, though. Essentially, Glenn Miller came to the Health and Welfare last night, and we have some savings on purchasing of 2 ambulances for this year because we got them on a grant. Well, he has a proposal that makes a lot of sense. There is a system that's called power cots, essentially, that will raise and lower a person when they put them inside an ambulance and lift them off the ground. There's been a number of staff, mainly ambulance staff, that's had some workers' comp issues through the years because of raising and lowering folks, bad on the back, and he's actually lost a couple of folks during his tenure, if I'm not mistaken, because they just, it's just affected them. He seems to think, and I agree, that it would make their job a little easier, able to get staff and actually retain them longer. It's going to run about a little over $40,000 per on these cots. What I sent out was a budget amendment to purchase them. Now he needs 5 of them. What he's asking to do is to purchase 3 in this budget year, and then I don't need a decision on this tonight, but purchase 2 in the next budget year. The 3 has a budget amendment that I've sent out, and actually what I sent out, I think I've talked to Charles McNabb in my office, and we've got the numbers backwards. We've got $112,000 already in the line that we'll be saving from the purchase of ambulances. Go and transfer that, or actually save that and then reduce that by 112, and then increase other supplies and materials line item by $170,000. And that will allow us to be able to purchase their 3 this year. That's in our capital projects fund 171. That will go into our fund balance $58,000. This will be a one-time purchase that my understanding is we'll be able to take these from ambulance to ambulance as we move forward. These are a very good system. Taking them out of one ambulance, an older ambulance, putting in a new one should not be an issue, I'm being told.
I think one of the rushes on the first 3 is because we can already have those ambulances equipped for those cots because we've got 3 ambulances coming. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, sir.
Commissioner Reeves, are we missing anything?
No, the only thing that we did discuss last night was a question about the bid process. Mayor, did you look at that?
We did, and they are not on any of our cooperatives. So the process is Mr. Miller was getting together the specs today. We will have it in next week's paper to advertise. We will personally contact the 2 companies that have a product like this. We'll run in the paper for 2 weeks. If you approve this budget amendment at County Commission, then the week after we'll have the bids back in that should fall under this budget amendment, and they will move forward with the purchase and be able to meet our timeline as far as putting them in the ambulances.
So do we need to pass anything tonight or just wait till the full commission?
Well, we just need to move forward with this budget amendment. Now, if you want to pass it without recommendation, because you may not, if you don't have it in front of you, or because it is actually backwards, if you want to move it forward without a recommendation to County Commission so we can vote on it then, that would be good.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I move we move it forward without recommendation.
Okay.
However, I am in favor of it, but.
I think I'm kind of like you. It's just that they got the numbers backwards when they sent it out this evening, but your committee definitely approved this.
We did approve it unanimously.
All right. So Commissioner Reeves made a motion that we move it forward, not really with any recommendation. I need a second.
That's the question.
All right, we got a question. Is that Commissioner Logan?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, the $10,000 that we're speaking of, is that installing them in the ambulance when we purchase them?
The whole package is a little over I think it's about 45,000. That is actually everything that goes into it. That'll be, and it's a 2-part system. One is actually something you put in the ambulance that holds the cot. And then there's the cot itself that has a power lifting type mechanism. So it raises and lowers it. So it's 2 pieces, but that is a total price for that, for those.
But I'm asking, is that gonna be the price? Is that gonna be the price of the installation as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was trying to make sure that all that was included in the 10,000. 10,000 each, well, 45,000.
It's more than 10,000.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Commissioner Logan. Are you talking about the bid process?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go out to bid.
Okay. All right.
Any other questions from any of the commissioners?
There's not a second, I don't think.
I second it.
Okay.
Okay, Commissioner Oglesby seconded. Thank you, Commissioner Reeves.
Logan,
That's
second.
Logan.
Oh, okay. Any other questions? All right, we're gonna roll call. Dacus,
Yes.
Farley,
Yes.
Lillard,
Yes.
Logan,
Yes.
Oglesby,
Yes.
Reeves,
Yes.
Rice,
Yes.
and Seals.
Yes.
Motion is approved. We're moving it to the full commission. What else, Mayor?
All I got for you tonight. Thank you.
You got, that is all of it?
That's it.
Well, I can tell you what, I'm proud of my committee.
Good job. Good job.
Y'all done learned how to use this machinery really well. I could hear everybody and everybody was playing tonight. Mine didn't cut out like it did last time. So I'll declare the meeting adjourned. We'll see you Tuesday week.
All right. Y'all take care.
Good night.
Good night.
Your dial-up was working real good tonight, Mr. Chairman.